Hello, beautiful souls. So a message came through really strongly from a divine masculine to a divine feminine, and it's in the title of this video. But the message was, I know it's too soon to call it love, and then it kind of trailed off. And the vibe behind this message as I received this download is that there is someone who is almost trying to convince themselves out of the fact that they're already in love with you because they can't comprehend logically how they could possibly be feeling this way. I'm hearing it's too soon. So for some of you, this may be a really recent connection, and this person is shocked that they're already feeling as though they're falling in love with you when it feels like it's too early on in the physical connection. And I say the physical connection because it seems that there's some kind of underlying spiritual connection beneath that physical bond that is so much deeper and so much more profound than whatever your physical conversations or interactions would reflect so far in the physical world. So essentially, when this person keeps wanting to label it love in their mind, they're actually feeling a soul deep kind of love that comes from past lifetimes that the two of you have shared together. I'm hearing unresolved. So it feels as though there's definitely a past life connection here where there were unresolved things between the two of you. I'm also hearing unsaid things or unspoken things. Now, okay, for a rare group of you, this actually could be a masculine from a different phase of this lifetime, this incarnation, meaning if you've had the kind of life where you feel as though within one physical lifetime you've lived multiple lives, so to speak, then when this masculine says, I knew you in a past life on a soul level, they actually could be referring to the fact that they knew you in a previous phase of this life that is now so different from the current phase of your life that it feels like it almost was a past life or a past incarnation. So take it however it's connecting. In either case, there is that past life connection, whether it's literal or just refers to this person coming from a very different phase of your life. But I'm hearing something that astounds them is that they connect with you in all lives. Again, whether that means past lives and this one, or whether it means within this life, no matter how much the two of you change through different phases, they always find themselves connecting with you. I'm hearing falling back into this. With Angel of Love in the upright position, I see this person feeling as though I'm hearing you stand out from the rest in every way to them. I'm seeing a room crowded with people and you're in the middle of this room, but you are illuminated. You are the only one illuminated. In fact, in this visualization, not only are you lit up, but also everything else in the room in this kind of picture looks black and white. And you're the only thing in this picture in my mind that is in full-blown color. So it's almost like there really is no comparison between you and anyone else in the room. You completely have this person's heart. I'm getting that if you do spend time with them, you will very viscerally notice that this person's eyes never leave you when you're together. For some of you, I could be speaking to someone that you're calling in spiritually, someone who is going to manifest in your life futuristically, and their soul could be coming in here to kind of let you know that they're on the way into your life, that the two of you are going to be meeting or encountering each other soon. But for many of you, this is someone that has either recently re-entered your life or that you have a very recent new feeling connection with, or I should say new in the physical world, but very familiar feeling in the spiritual realm. So I want to see what else I can channel here. By the way, I got so into the message that I forgot to introduce myself, but if you are new, welcome. My name is Infinity, and this is Magnetize Yourself, where we talk about life, love, spirituality, and of course, the law of attraction. on this channel, I do tarot readings and collective energy updates. And lately we've been channeling a lot into the divine feminine and divine masculine dynamic and different energies under those umbrellas that have been wanting to come through. So if you do want real-time messages and energy updates here on YouTube, I do recommend subscribing to the channel so you get notified whenever there is a new message. Okay, so with door to value reversed here and the crown chakra upright and the action card. Okay, so this is a divine masculine who is struggling to see their value or their worth in this lifetime. This seems to be some kind of karmic patterning that they took on in this life. And I feel that you sense all of this on a soul level. You're intuitively aware that even if this person presents a confident exterior, which I feel they most likely do, beneath the surface, they're really struggling with self-worth. And you hold a kind of natural compassion for that because you actually understand where these karmic programs are coming from. When I say karmic programs, I feel like they have had something to heal on a soul level around their own worthiness or values, something that they carried in from a past life that's been meant to be healed in this lifetime, but it's become really heavy for them, even though they don't speak about it. And again, I feel this is something you sensed about them right away because you were actually with them in those past lives where the wounding was created that caused them to have to address and heal these worthiness wounds in this lifetime. So there's this deep natural bond of understanding and mutual empathy here. I'm getting that there's also this natural sense of trust of one another. You both feel an incredible sense of safety in each other's presence. And this is because I'm hearing you may even surprise yourself by how safe you feel so effortlessly with this person. Because I'm picking up on a divine feminine who might typically be very cautious with new masculine energies. But with this particular divine masculine, it's like, I'm hearing I'll go anywhere with you. I trust you. Like, I just feel like I know you on a deeper level because in terms of past lives, you do. With the action card and the crown chakra linked together here, I feel that in spite of the worthiness wounds that this masculine is working through in this lifetime, they are being pulled forward regardless into action in the physical towards you, but it's the spiritual component to your connection that keeps moving them forward into this action. I'm hearing something about focus, so maybe they're just feeling extremely and singularly focused on you right now and focused on a victory here. With the victory card, this is someone who I'm hearing wants to take things to the next level or wants to have some kind of breakthrough here with you. So I feel like maybe things had been kind of at a standstill or sort of not moving to a higher level between the two of you physically. And that seems to be because this person was dealing with that fear of not being able to bring value to your life. So there was almost this lull in your connection. They also may have had people or influences around them who didn't understand this soul bond or why the two of you were being so spiritually pulled together, who may have actually somehow triggered this worthiness wound within them. I just get the sense of someone kind of in their ear making them feel less than or making them question the value that they could really bring to your life, either in a direct way because they opened up or shared about you or this connection, and this person may have directly kind of told them that they didn't see what value they were bringing to your life, or it could have been very indirect. So something may have occurred with someone in their life that actually just triggered or reactivated this fear of not being worthy or not being enough. But what I see happening here is, although there may have, again, been that lull in your physical connection because of that activated worthiness wound within this masculine temporarily, gradually, I see as time has progressed, they've been really getting out of their head and back into their spirit and into their heart as they've gotten further away from this person or event or situation that triggered that fear of not being enough here. So I feel something has caused them to lean back more into their soul and into their heart. And with man holding a heart upright, I'm hearing your heart, something like my heart is yours, but your heart is mine. But those are like statements that are layered on each other. So what I'm getting is this very mutual feeling of belonging to each other in terms of your heart. And I just feel so much like rushing warmth energy as I'm tapping into your connection. I'm strongly getting that the both of you are feeling like somehow you belong to the other, even though, again, there is that element of something about this not quite fully making logical sense. With the Journey card here in the upright position, I feel like even though you have each other's hearts, and again, that seems to have gone unspoken because something about this feels too new, or it feels too recent or too early on in this connection or reconnection to actually say the words, I love you. But somehow that word love just seems to like hang in the air. I don't know how to explain it. It's, even though it's not being said, it just feels like it's hanging there heavily, like almost on the tip of both of your tongues. But again, it doesn't make any sense. It's almost like something that would accidentally slip out without you even intending to say it, because it's so what your souls are feeling towards each other. I do see, though, that some kind of journey is going to have to be made to bridge the gap here physically. In order to bring what's happening spiritually out into the open, there is going to have to be a journey here. And I do feel that you're both very desiring and committed to making whatever that journey is. But I do want to see if I can channel a bit more about this journey here. I'm hearing bridging the circumstances, or a journey to bridge circumstances. I'm not sure how that applies to someone. I got the name Aletha for someone listening. Okay, so how are we journeying to bridge circumstances? Man holding a coin in the reverse position. So maybe this masculine is feeling, I'm hearing they're feeling a bit controlled by someone or something, or this could be them feeling as though they don't really have things sorted out with their work or their career or their finances. I'm going to get some clarification on this. What is this dynamic of control or disempowerment? Yeah, this seems to be someone actually moving away from something, like running away from something, escaping a certain situation in which they felt disempowered, whether it was a job, a circumstance, a person, a connection. But this is moving them into a period of time where they're going to have to be alone out of necessity with the Hermit card to really lean in fully to their soul and allow themselves to connect more with that spiritual place within themselves. I'm hearing free thinker. Maybe this person is really learning to be very open-minded, to think for themselves regardless of what other people around them think, believe, or want them to believe. And this is causing them to be a little bit more isolated. I'm really getting the sense of some kind of spiritual awakening happening within this person through this isolation, this hermit mode. And I'm getting that it's actually mirroring something that you've already gone through in a previous stage of your life. So I feel that in the past, you actually had to go through a very intense spiritual awakening, a dark night of the soul, where you were questioning your own beliefs, your upbringing, even connections in your life, circumstances in your life. And this time felt very alone for you. And now I see that this masculine seems to be going through this same kind of spiritual awakening in a delayed fashion, which makes sense because very often, because of the energy dynamics between the divine masculine and the divine feminine leads in the spiritual realm, and the divine masculine often leads in the physical realm, because the feminine tends to be closer to the upper chakra centers, whereas the masculine is more grounded in the lower chakra centers just naturally. And then as they allow this spiritual energy to move through them, it flows and allows them to actually meet in the heart space, in the heart chakra, which is in the middle of the chakra centers. So what I see happening here is, because of that density of energy in the lower chakras, it took this masculine longer to reflect changes that you made previously in your own life, that you went through more quickly because you are the divine feminine focused more in the upper chakra centers. So that is why they are mirroring your awakening, but in a delayed fashion. And because we're channeling all of this mirroring, it's very possible that this is a twin flame for you. That won't be the case for everyone, but I'm getting the word parallel lives, that's parallel. You and this person seem to have lived very similar life experiences. You'll notice a lot of parallels, at least energetically, maybe or maybe not physically, but energetically, you will notice parallel themes in your lives. And this is, again, a very strong indication of some kind of mirror soul connection. This really could be, again, a twin flame. If not, I see it being a very high level soulmate. This is someone that you are very, very similar to, if not identical to, on a level of soul frequency. And that is why all of this mirroring is taking place so strongly, because you actually are very closely connected in the quantum realm, which we've talked about in recent readings. But when you share a similar core frequency to someone on a soul level, you're closer together in this kind of collective web of consciousness, and therefore energy moves much more quickly between the two of you, especially once a conscious in this life bond has been established, like it now seems to have been for most of you listening to this reading with this person. So actually the mirroring is really only going to increase. And I'm also hearing something about how your emotions are very mirrored. So know that when it comes to this person, when you're feeling intense love and admiration for them, you're not just feeling what you're feeling, you're actually feeling what they are feeling for you and reflecting back to you because of this very strong mirroring that's taking place between the two of you. I'm getting that this is a masculine who also seems to be almost secretly healing from some kind of heartbreak. This doesn't have to be romantic heartbreak, but I'm hearing they naturally have a very soft heart and always have had a very soft and gentle heart, but their heart was affected. Their heart chakra was affected by someone who may have treated them in a deceitful way. So either maybe someone they were romantically connected to who lied to them, or who showed them a facade, or who led them on in some way. Or if it's not romantic, it just feels like someone who couldn't understand them and misunderstood them and actively projected those misunderstandings onto them, and therefore caused this person to question their own worth. It almost like brought their own sense of self into question. And I see that your love is actually healing them silently from this. So even though this situation goes unspoken, it doesn't get talked about, I feel, between the two of you, somehow just being in your presence is actually deeply healing to their soul, because feeling the unconditional love radiating so effortlessly from you to them, just through communicating with you, through being quantum connected to you, through having you in their life, is actually, it's like a remedy for their heart. It's like causing them to really be able to feel that softness again after a period of time where their heart chakra was blocked a little bit by a person who projected their misunderstandings onto them. But I'm getting this in itself is mutual and mirrored as well, this healing, because something about this person, I'm hearing it's healing a part of you you didn't even know needed healed, which is such a beautiful thing coming out. It almost kind of starts to make me tear up, because I feel that when it comes to this person, there's something that they're giving you that you didn't even know that you wanted or that you needed. I'm hearing for some of you, this may have to do with hyper independence. Like maybe you told yourself you could just do everything on your own, and this person kind of came along to say on a soul level, but what if you don't have to? What if you don't have to do everything on your own, even if you can? What if you can be helped and supported in ways that feel good to you? For others of you, you may have really put love on the back burner prior to meeting or reconnecting with this person, because you felt as though you would never meet someone that you could so fully, naturally, and effortlessly trust with your heart. And maybe your intuition had kind of been actually actively guiding you away from giving your heart fully away to anyone recently. And you didn't really understand why this was happening. But now this person comes along and you realize that you were being preserved for being able to give your heart to someone that actually feels warm and safe and supportive, and with whom things just flow effortlessly without force. So if this is connecting for you, I really recommend checking out my Love Magnetism Subliminal. This is designed to really help you clear the energy between you and this person. It can help you manifest faster communication and a deepening of the physical aspects of your connection here by working with the energy, both within you, any energy blocks you might be storing, as well as the shared energy space between the two of you, because again, there is a lot of energetic transference and a lot of mirroring happening here. So I see this energy clearing tool being especially powerful and useful in this specific connection if this reading is resonating for you. And this subliminal comes from my app, Sound and Soulful, where I have a whole library of subliminals. It is full of subliminals for so many different areas of life, love, relationships, twin flames, energy clearing, mindset, and so many other things as well. There is so much to explore in the app, and you can search around the app using the search feature. And once you find a subliminal that connects for you, you can listen in 10 different background sound options depending on your preference. You can also create your own custom private playlists and even read the affirmations while you are listening. Personally, I've seen more results using subliminals than any other manifestation technique that I've ever tried. I started using them years ago and began to immediately feel positive shifts in my mindset, my confidence, my energy felt clearer and more stable. And over the course of time, I began to manifest so many things I had been desiring in life. So I still personally use my own subliminals every single day, and I'm so excited to be sharing them with all of you here through my app, Sound and Soulful. The link to download the app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath the video. And again, the subliminal I would most recommend for this reading is Love Magnetism. I am going to go ahead and close this here with one final Rumi Oracle message. Of course, if you do connect with my energy, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And the card that I pulled here is Sacred Soul Sister. So let's read a guidebook message here. And the guidebook says, when you are conscious, a cloud of sadness surrounds you. When you are beyond consciousness, the moon rests in your arms. When you are conscious, the beloved moves out of your reach. When you are beyond consciousness, the ecstasy of love moves your way. When you are conscious, you are depressed like fall. When you are beyond consciousness, the winter cold feels like spring. All your wavering is due to your longing to be stable. Look for instability until you become stable. So that feels like a beautiful place to close the reading. Thank you so much again for tuning in today. I am wishing you the most beautiful remainder of your day and weekend, and I will connect with you here again in the next reading.